What type of pictures do I like taking? I like taking pictures of locations I visit on the subway. If I go to each subway station and then exit and see the surroundings, like the trees or the hills or houses or whatever, I can take a picture and then put them all together and see like how each section differs. And that's what I do with the pictures I take. I put them together in a way that you can you can easily see what the sequence is about. So another example is I can take like a picture every month and see of like the same place and see how it changes due to the weather. When I visit other places, do I take photos or buy postcards? I don't buy postcards, although I could, because I would, I guess, rather take my own pictures. And I do take some pictures if I'm with friends. I'll usually take like one and like send a picture to another friend. Do I like it when people take photos of me? Yeah, if they do it maybe like once or twice per trip, I like it because then they have some memory with another person. There's the person you're with, and then there's the location, and when you combine them, you have a really nice memory. Describe a story about space, real or fictitious, that I've seen about. In the science center in my near my hometown, I saw the film The Cardboard Rocket, which is a fictional film about a young guy who is eager to learn about the solar system and the 9 planets. This was back before before Pluto wasn't a planet, and it's really fun because they fly around the solar system in their little rocket that they made, and it like they talk about like, oh, warning, there's like it's incredibly hot like on the planet Venus, so we should turn this rocket around. Or like, warning, like Jupiter is just like a bunch of gas, so turn back. And the story, oh, and I saw this was like years ago. I recently went back. This was like 10 years ago, and then I went back to the Science Center like 3 years ago. The story has some significance because I remember being really interested in space and being fascinated by like looking at the night sky and looking at and like knowing that there's like planets out there. So it's cool to see them like up close in a little film. And I felt like this was a good story for young kids. I felt it was appropriate, and I really enjoyed watching it. I think people are fascinated about outer space because there's like a lot of danger in outer space. So like black holes, for instance, kind of just like suck you in and then you can never come back out of them. Do I think that's why some stories about space travel have been imaginative? Yes, because Well, with another example, there's like different galaxies and comets, and like there's so much, like so many objects you can encounter in outer space. But also, like if you just go out there, there's like zero gravity, so you could like float around. You're not like restricted to the Earth by its gravitational pull. I think people's attitudes towards space exploration have changed since the moon landings, because I think people are much more willing to, or not necessarily willing, but they're more excited to explore the next steps, like go to Mars, for instance, whereas that would have been like unthinkable 100 years ago when flight was just first being invented. To what extent do I think governments will continue to fund projects in search of life on other planets? I don't know if governments will fund projects in search of life because life on Earth is like in danger because of like climate change and war and and like artificial intelligence is bringing up new questions. Like, what if they overtake humans? So I think there's a lot on our planet governments will focus on instead of other planets. And that's it.